Okay. I'm late, but I'm here. I'm out of practice. I'm getting ready on these days. No cars, let's go. Second Avenue. I see Tom, Andrew H. Bear in the garden. It is very nice weather right now. In general, the weather's been looking pretty good for the foreseeable future. That's nice. Richard Androvich, good morning. Frank the Tank is here, good morning. Frank the Tank, Open Plumbing, good morning. Welcome, everyone. Jenny, good morning, welcome back. Thanks for making your return. Florian, good morning. Alfred, hello. Robert T, good morning. Rob Merkel, good morning. Sue Pitchford is here, good morning. Fred Lewis, good morning. Damian C, good morning, happy Wednesday. Michael Pollock, hello. RJ is here, good morning. Ron is here too, good morning. Peter and the birds are here. Good morning. Tyree, good morning. Dwayne, good morning. Lisa S, good morning. Betty, good morning. Emma's in a bluster, UK, good morning. Annalie, hello. Lennon Graham, good morning. Damien's got the tea and biscuits ready to go. Dave Liliata, good morning. Ambrose Chamberpot, good morning. Stephen Chobers at 22 months, nearly 2 years of membership. Good morning. Always appreciate that support. Thanks for that. Almost 6:30 in the morning here in New York. I see Norella's here, good morning. And Tester, good morning. Elaine is here, good morning. How you doing? How's everything recovery-wise? Sean T, good morning. Frank likes blustery over hot and humid. Yeah. I like that we have, the options. You know what, we can go this way because the light's not fully changed. But then we'll cross this way as the light. Actually, we can cross right now. No cars. 3rd Avenue. You can see the buildings in southern Manhattan illuminated by the sun. Looking north. Very clear up 3rd Ave. Yeah, that's why I like the seasons. You can always look forward to different type of weather. Just when you get enough. Susie Q, good morning. Shina Lace, good morning. Michael's still a bit tired. Well, if you could take it easy, please do so. Today is Earth Overshoot, Dinosaurs, Take a Penny, Leave a Penny, Regatta, National Coloring Book, and National Ice Cream Sandwich Days. Interesting combination there. Frank's anxiously waiting the fall. Yeah, it'll be nice to have a weather change. Elaine, good to hear. Very good to hear. It was great, Norel. I haven't looked at the photos yet. It's been busy ever since she got back. The baby's excited. Everyone's excited. We got to sit down and look at all the photos. But she said it was a beautiful trip. Jenny's got wet weather, prefers some sun at this point. Yeah, when you get too much of one thing, you may want to change. Damien getting the same. Baby, my Uncle Sura, good morning. I can cross here as long as there's no cars coming. There weren't. I always double check for bikes coming in between cars whenever I do that. Because that could be a recipe, if you catch my drift. I think we can cross diagonally now too. Here's Lexington Avenue. You could see, I don't know if you picked it up on camera, you could see the sky bridges in the Hunter College buildings around 68th Street. Good 30 blocks north of us. RJ is down to the 50s this morning. Wow. I don't think we've had lows in the 50s for a while. Benjamin Casey, good morning. Make a left here. See if our favorite decorative townhouse is having any particular... What was that squeak? No, it seems like nothing too political today, except for maybe the flags, but a lot of times they have a message. From me, Annalie. No, I'm just kidding. Robin, Andrew Horton, morning. Deleted user, yeah, that would be a good change of pace. Does anyone like legitimately, unironically like 100 plus Fahrenheit temperature weather? Like really, truly? Hey, what's this? I'm gonna eat some. Well, what are these? I bet you can't eat these. Anyone? Gardenologists? Martha, good morning. Colleen, good morning. Dwayne had no frost days in May, but never had that before where he is. Middle of international clown, international mathematician, national cleanse your skin, national donor awareness, single working women's, and world breastfeeding weeks. Interesting. Prince Ice, good morning. I feel like it's a waste not crossing here. We got a whole light we can take advantage of. Oh, my Thomas. Probably Florian. Park Avenue, looking south. Looking north, we'll catch MetLife and of course Grand Central. Cars coming, but it's turning, so we're good. You would have heard a horn otherwise. Michael will eat a leftover burger. How are you gonna heat that up? Just microwave? Because I know reheating leftover pizza is best done in the oven. Best done in the oven. Parts of Texas had over 40 days of triple-digit temperatures. That's too much. Shelly, good morning. Curious on the progress of the new JP Morgan Chase headquarters. Fine, you want the time, I'll even give it to you on my watch, 6:35. Old Roscoe in a fast. Well, depending on how long you keep it going, the food will taste extra good. Pizza in the air fryer. We don't have an air fryer yet. That's like the one Probably the one kitchen appliance thing we're missing. Damien, that's terrible that they never got the food, but also pretty nice of Uber Eats to refund and McDonald's also sending out the food again. I've had one pizza place do that when the pizza arrived like only on one half of the box. Like it was so smushed towards one end of the box, it was just collapsed and only took up half the box. So Seamless refunded it, but I guess the store, like at that point, we're like, you know, we're just gonna eat it. Just let Seamless know, fine. But the store ended up showing up with another pizza like 20 minutes later. Ron says it's convenient to have an air fryer. Yeah, we tried to. I guess we could probably shove it in some cabinet when we're not using it. You know, those things add up, right? All those counter real estate taking things. Coffee machine, tea kettle, water boiler thing, sous vides, food processors. Just all take some space. Anyway. And use it nearly every day. So we do have an air fryer. We use it nearly every day also, but we just call it Seamless. Sorry. I think Kmart might be done. I don't know. At least the one we had in Manhattan is gone now, so I don't know what's left. But anyway. Well, yeah, I understand, Damien. 70 pounds worth of food. That's currency, I mean. Because you have a big family. McDonald's is expensive for a big family still. Ella Chica is getting some bouncy video. This is the best I can do at the speeds I walk. If I walk very slowly, I think this is the speed probably most live streamers walk. You can control the bounce a lot better, but we commute quickly. So that's all we can do. There are Z-axis stabilizers, but they're not going to work very well with the heaviness of my equipment. It's just going to be too unwieldy, I think. It's probably doable. Maki, good morning. Korea's hot and humid, 95 degrees every single day over a week. That's too much, Princess. I can't handle that. My favorite thing to cook, probably eggs. It's the easiest thing. Stephen Freeman, good morning. Noelle's walking every day for August. Nice. Like, is it, I don't know, there's some sort of filming going on up ahead. I'll try to avoid it. I see people walking through. It's just these outdoor areas, seating areas, to make it hard to do some maneuvers when you're faced with obstacles in the sidewalk, but we'll figure it out. Ambrose cooks beefaroni. I did hear that the migrant situation is getting quite just overpopulated. Like, the hotels are just so crowded. This is the Roosevelt Hotel, which is now being used as a migrant housing. And there have been some articles about how it's full and people are just waiting to get in, sleeping on the side, making a line by the entrance. So yeah, it's been pretty crowded. Oh, it's for August. Yeah, you can put a link in. I mean, guide dogs are important services. Alexandra, good morning. Kadir, I don't know. I think it's still getting bigger and bigger. I mean, look at the building. It's huge. I think it's already taller than our last, or the prior building, which should be right there. I think those cameras are probably set up because of the situation, and news outlets are going to be doing whatever they're going to be doing. But there are a few Chase buildings around here, at least two anyway. It's a couple. Marisol, good morning. The one over here is a Chase building, and this one's a Chase building. I've been wondering what they're going to do with those buildings, because I don't know if they're going to relinquish them, give them, sell them or something, because they're building this giant headquarters now. I imagine they'd want to shove everybody in to the one big building they're making, but who knows? Who knows? Jamie DeMont knows, I guess. Steve, good morning. Guess we're going left. The street's not closed next to the, at least not on this side. Although there's no cars coming, it's all across. But here's another angle of the headquarters, still coming up. Oh man, there's like a dangling scaffolding up there. I mean, it's intended to be there, I just don't know if I've ever seen it like that. I'll have to give Hatsuhana another shout out here. Just making sure no bikes are coming from behind me also. Sometimes that happens. Let's see, Rocky, good morning. There's Hatsuhana, we just walked by it on my right. Great sushi spot. Swanky Alexa Sean is here. Took out James Cash. Anyway, Fifth Avenue is coming up. I saw some NYC subreddit post. A fight broke out at the Diamond District on 47th Street. It didn't look like much of an MMA bout, but anyway. Lawrence, good morning. Bonjour. Cat Yellow Ranger, hello. Cienfuegos, hi. Dwayne, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I don't know what the laws are like in your area, but you're not supposed to ride your bicycles on the sidewalks here. But otherwise, it's pretty easy. The easiest thing to remember is that a bike here is essentially a car. You follow all the same traffic laws. At least it's supposed to be. So one of those is don't ride on the sidewalk. Can I fight? Not officially. Rockefeller. 30 Rock in the background. I mean, I can I'd have to rely on my size, I guess. St. Patrick's over here. No cars currently coming. We'll go. Dwayne says bike lanes are controversial. In what sense? I guess that they might reduce the amount of lanes for cars or something. Victor, good morning. They have the main doors open, not the plexiglass ones. But at least it's you get the grand view of St. Patrick's. The entrances are still off to the left and right sides of the main doors. I don't have a bike. If I ever did need a bike, I would just use City Bike. Well, I think my membership has actually lapsed at this point. Oh well. Well, that's right. Unfortunately, Paul Rubens, Pee Wee Herman passed away. Richie, good morning. A recommended summer dish, like for food? Just tons and tons of watermelon. I dodge that question, Matt, for a living. It's amazing what they pay for these days, look. But Damien, I think that e-scooter situation, or any of those e-vehicles, or e-cyclists, e-scooters, e-whatevers, I think they're becoming a problem everywhere. Because those things, like with the battery and all the other stuff, they weigh quite a bit and can go quite fast. And if you have people who already don't follow regulations for bicycles riding these scooters, then things get a little wilder. Am I jogging today? No. Hey, Mercury Moments. Josh is here with $5 super chat. Thank you for that. As always, maybe our longest supporter. Most likely, actually. Yeah, Narelle, we heard about that on Saturday's stream, but I guess, oh yeah, that's right, because you were sleeping. Yeah, the week is moving along. Floor 2 has a Windows 11 exhibit. McLaren Senna simulator with Horizon 5. Frank the Tank says, always choose Wrangler. How dare you not watch the replay? I'm kidding. Top speed on old Roscoe's e-bike is 20 miles an hour. I think those are still, you don't need any extra licenses or whatever to operate that. I think it's over 30 miles an hour here when something's going to have to change. Christian, good morning. Paul Little, good morning. Oh, that scaffolding on the left is coming down. See, Lavender, we're working with you today? Nice. Good morning. Christian Hansen rides a bike on the sidewalk. Well, I don't know where you are, but technically they're supposed to share the road. The cars are. But I don't know. I can understand your concern for safety, though. Nelly, good morning. Yeah, the scaffolding on the left is coming down. That's nice. But then they still got this mini scaffolding they put up after they took down all the other scaffolding by Tiffany's. These otters, whatever those are. We're getting some better weather than per in Sweden. Weather's always changing around. Scotty's liking the luxury stores. Damien, thankfully no work this weekend. But that Ninja Warrior indoor course sounds pretty fun. I don't think baby Commuter's ready for that yet, but I think she'll enjoy it one day. I mean, that was also like nicer scaffolding compared to the usual kind, like you can see up ahead. That was like attached to the foundation of the building. So it's very high up. No cars coming. Good opportunity to do a double cross. Not the kind that you're thinking, of course. There's no plot twist here. School started yesterday in the South. Like, all public schools in the South are back. Like Southern United States. That seems too early. "41 days till Norella's back." You guys are only in New York for a few days, though. I think. I don't remember before that you said in the chat. If I remember anything. Oliver, good morning. Scotty's in Texas and school has not started yet, so we're not sure where school has started then. Yeah, normally, at least in New York, public school, like elementary, middle, high school, they start after Labor Day. Wednesday night to Friday, so you really only have one full day, Thursday. Then Damien, sounds like you might have your own version of Full House going on over there. They're all home for the summer. Andre, hello. School starts earlier than the East Coast, probably so having kids around all day. Yeah, my mom never let me have free summers. I always had something going on. October hotel prices are expensive? I know there's Comic-Con in around that time, but I don't know if that's what's driving up the prices. Yeah, they rotate the artwork at the entrance to the park here, but like it's up for a good while. In Georgia, public schools start Monday, August 7th. Wow, that is very early. We're used to not having schools start until right after Labor Day. When do schools go out then? Like, do they let out in May instead of June in Georgia? Miguel, good morning. Getting closer to the zoo. It will be sad to see all the trees go bare again, but we know they'll be back too next summer. Although the weather change will be welcome. In Georgia, school does let out in May. Okay. All right, so if they get out a month early, they start a month early. Well, it's not early for you guys. It's normal for you guys. It's early compared to us, I guess. Bagels will walk, Sean and Steer. We're in your Central Park zone. Some of these sprinklers are really going strong. The sea lions are coming. I don't know yet if I have it in me to make any noises. Water's very still. They're not swimming, they're not doing their exercises. Where are they? Unless they've removed them from the enclosure temporarily, because I don't currently see them on the rocks either. Yeah, I don't know. They might be out of the enclosure for the moment, or they're like deep inside. Maybe there's like a little nook in there. I don't know. But it's quiet in the land of the sea lions today. Yeah, they never responded to me when I tried before. Maybe they need more Tuscan Raider sounds. Oh boy. About the fake bear in the Chinese zoo. I did hear about it. Apparently that's just what sun bears look like. It's just kind of funny that it becomes a whole controversial thing. Jason Freeman also spraying. He is pretty good at spraying. A little buffer. There was a little buffer. You're right. I see my bit rate has dropped. That's no good. It's probably because the sea lions aren't out. They must contribute to improved reception. Looked fake when it started dancing. Oh boy. Ooh, echo. Now they're starting. I feel like I never really see them setting up at our times. Not for me, Sonia. Wouldn't know where to start. Oh, did I miss Almair's super chat? Oh, this time I really did miss something. Almair with a $20 super chat. Always supporting us for a long time as well. Very generously. I thank you. In Norway, schools start August 21st. Hello, Marit. This bear in the garden, a real or fake bear? Smarter than the average bear, I'll say. Boo-boo-boo. Boo-boo-boo-boo-boo. Boo-boo-boo-boo. A flat. I saw a fun shirt the other day. It said something like, "Without music, life would be flat." But of course, it was said it like the music note and flat sign. Mars and World Light Angel is here. Good morning. I had another clip of that bear today. Just waving at people. And bird nests and lights here. Or it could be sun bears, I don't know. The Central Park Zoo should make fun of it and actually put a guy in a bear costume in. Like, for real. Georgie. Peter says public schools in Florida have the same school year as when you did. August 21st to June 10th. Ah. Yeah, it sounds about right. Like a 2-week off, 2-week difference between New York in terms of start and end times, but it all evens out. Pretty good running exercise weather today. Makes sense that a lot of people are out. Lawns here are freshly cut. Doggo enjoying himself. Airplanes above us. I don't know why chat's not moving very well for me right now. I'm not sure if the chat is busted or if it's just a pause. Could be both. RJ's got to go though. Thanks for popping in. 32 days until Labor Day, the unofficial end of summer, or it's pretty official. Oh, everyone's chat kind of stopped? All right. The cherry picker's coming. It's just that one guy driving the whole thing from atop his elevated platform. Oh, NRL got an error too, so there's something weird. Sounds good, Damien. What are you making? I guess it'll be hard to respond if you're actually making. My birthday's not just coming up yet, but very soon. But a happy early birthday to you as well. All right. He's maneuvering. Hopefully that thing is very weighted down in the front. I wonder just how far he's going. Oh well. Bathroom doors, very squeaky. He's high in case of bears. Makes sense. No, I don't think it was the same day. All right, we'll probably get a buffer. Reese's birthday is also coming up. Happy early birthday. So that's the fountain looking very nice. He's going to the Upper East Side in that. Bobby, good morning. Laptop and iPad always keep going, but the TV buffer, that's weird. Because I had an obvious drop in bitrate on my end. So I feel like everything should have somehow dropped. It's weird. Marginal White Angel suggests the film Godspell, which features this fountain and the angel on top. I've not seen it. I got a dog bark. Uh-oh. I've been watching that horror TV show. It reminds me of Lost. It's called From. I'm enjoying it. I'm hoping they go a different direction in the end, if they are able to end it without cancellation. Bowbridge. Commute pie, good morning. There's off-leash shower for dogs in the park until 9 a.m., I believe. Well, it's not an hour, but until 9 a.m. Entering the Ramble. Why is this horizon all weird? They've been having pretty good horizon stuff. Yeah, right, Jeffrey? Earl watches the bad movies on Saturday mornings. Rent varies a lot. I think current median prices in Manhattan are like $4,300, something like that. But it does, I like to look at Street Easy at times, just like to keep an eye on what things are doing. And I've noticed people trying to oversell, there's definitely poison ivy, to oversell their apartments, the rentals, and they've been having to back off on the prices for them to get rented. So I'm hoping there's a bit of a lull there. We don't need any more exponential rent increases. Squirrels are about, I gotta be careful. It's from F-R-O-M. Ah, the sounds of nature. School Spirits. Haven't heard of that one. There's just so many different streaming services now. This is just because it's become like cable TV in the 90s. Except you gotta, you have to buy like the premium package to get this channel, the movie package to get this channel, and now you just gotta get all these streaming services. And this is kind of why people go back to pirating, I think. Some squirrels, but no raccoons. Too late. Maybe we'll run into them this winter. Who knows? Sixth floor? No, I thought it's illegal to have a sixth floor apartment in New York without an elevator. I thought the fifth floor was like the upper limit of what they allow to not have elevators. Interesting. I'm rambling? I would never. Kramer tried a lot of things, I feel like. Oh, before I thought they would have to like adjust. But he actually did comment on that, about the elevator not being there when it should be. Interesting. Oh, of course he would know. He's a real estate agent. Yeah, Ambrose knows that. Yeah, I don't know how it happens in those cases. I think the ADA does have a lot of requirements on new constructions, I believe, but oh, it's like Twin Peaks. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Twin Peaks also. I never watched either of them. It's also supposed to be like a weird show, right? Twin Peaks. So maybe I'll give all that a shot. No bird today. At least not the one that was just standing there like a statue last time we encountered it. That bird's not been back. I gotta check out the peaks, all right. So I gotta watch the first one and then the sequel. Bug Brother? That sounds frightening. That thing is fast. Marie, thanks for coming in. Happy early birthday. All right, I don't see any bikes coming now. This might be my good opportunity. I think today is like a big day for tree trimming, maybe? No, that guy's painting. Mojave, I haven't watched it, but I also heard good things about it. That's the cartoon one, right? Oh, I just remembered I haven't gone to Futurama, the new episodes yet. Has anyone caught the new episodes of Futurama, and does it feel like Futurama classic? Rainforest, huh? Oh, Stranger Worlds is live. Oh, there's another Star Trek series that's cartoon, right? I don't even know anymore. See, I have to go through all of Star Trek, I think. That's one that I feel like I would have been really into if I just watched it back then. And now I gotta catch up. Lower Decks, yes, that's the one, sorry. Mazzy, good morning. And it's not Below Deck Mediterranean, although I do watch that too. Did Futurama never really take off? I mean, it was popular for a while. I think it was probably one of my favorite animated shows. Maggie Simpson's a 35-year-old baby now. Wow. Bagels and Walks going to keep pitching vintage Twilight Zone and X-Files. Twilight Zone I've definitely seen a lot of. X-Files is another one that I haven't really watched. Maybe I'll do that one. That's one that I also feel like would have been right up my alley. I don't know why I never watched it though. Dwayne likes the original Star Trek the best. 756 episodes of Star Trek across multiple series for 583 hours of content. Wow. Now that's an iceberg to chip away at. Richie likes Deep Space Nine. You know what I enjoyed a lot when it was a popular thing in the beginning? Stargate. Frank's not a fan of the Captain Ozzy Below Deck. I thought that's the one everyone loves. I thought he's the eye candy. Christian likes Enterprise but grew up on Next Gen. Ooh, I'm curious what GPT will say there. Oh, did it somehow answer it after you asked? Yeah, for me the answer for that came up before your actual query prompt. Friends, The Office, Sopranos, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones. All right, it took a very safe path there. Yes, the MacGyver actor was in Stargate, that's right. And the other thing from another Stargate trivia is the guy who played Teal'c, Teal''C, the actor is the voice of the God of War. Boy. If you play God of War, you know. The newer ones. Oh, let's cross. We got the light. Check for bikes, never know. The kids didn't want salad, I'm not surprised. But I've also never heard of a kid request baked beans on toast. Must be a regional thing. Oh, Ambrose, that's right. Some of the, and those were like, so they had crossovers too on those episodes. Frank, thanks for coming in. What about the MacGyver spin-off, MacGruber? MacGruber. My voice. It's so broken. Is it a Porsche? That was a nice, wide side street. With a Wrangler. Narelle with a very formal invitation to press the like button. That's a bag. Diagonal cross? Why not? What's in the brown sauce, Damien? Probably Swanky Lexer. Richard Jansen also played NHL? Interesting. Or in the NHL. Sandy, good morning. Oh, that's how they get the brown sauce? They get it from the brownstones. All right, too close. Ron watched one Sopranos video short, now getting all of them. Eureka, Fringe, Warehouse 13, Orphan Black. Fringe I watched and enjoyed, out of those that you mentioned. Brown sauce is very spicy? I would not have guessed. Ooh, a Paulownia tree. They're called Empress trees by more less scientific terminology. Oh, actually, I've noticed something interesting. Apparently, the place that we started the stream on Saturday morning by the river, there's that Paulownia tree there, Empress tree. Empress, something? Anyway. My Google popped up with a thing. Remember this 2 years ago, and I took a photo of that tree when it was like first growing. It's huge now. I want to do a comparison thing on Instagram. I have to post them. 2 years. Yeah, Fringe I enjoyed a lot. What is a brown sauce? Tomatoes, molasses, dates, apples, tamarind, spices, vinegar. What spices? I don't want cryptic spices. I want to know the exact spices. Ketchup is your favorite one. Ah. All the spices. Tangy and savory sauce with tomatoes, molasses, vinegar, and various spices. Nobody wants to tell me the spices. I guess whatever spices you reach from the cabinet will work. Cinnamon, Old Bay seasoning, oregano, potato juice, rabbit fur, crime in a jar. I'm just making stuff up now. Ah, there's the exact ones. Old Spice. So you get the body odor off. Mars and Worldwide Angels gotta go. I don't know what I just said. Mars and Worldwide Angels gotta go. Thanks for coming in. So it sounds like a steak sauce, as we might be more used to calling it. So those are good. Although, I would also say for a very good steak, you don't need a steak sauce. No cars, let's go. Oh, they put up scaffolding by this worldwide bird fund. Bird something? Wild Bird Fund, that's what it's called. Old Spice brings back teenage memories. Those commercials. Oh, that's fresh, like that's a fresh steak. I can think of at least 3 or 4. 5, I missed one. Bronx Zoo, Central Park Zoo, Prospect Park Zoo. I think that's the one I forgot. I remember the Queen Zoo and the Staten Island Zoo. Forgot the Prospect Park Zoo. Sounds good to me, Damien. Sounds good to me. That's probably the one reason I'd want to have an outdoor space, to be able to throw like a grill out there. A lot of them don't allow gas grills on your terraces. I think they're supposed to be within a certain amount of distance from the actual building. But I believe you can have charcoal grills with less restrictions. So the building might still have its own rules though. Anyway, I think some people also prefer charcoal for the flavors. Pizza Man is here, getting us pizzas. Good morning. Damien can't barbecue. Oh no. This car is just going directly in the bike lane. Okay. School bus turned onto here, but that's going to be a costly mistake, time-wise. Pearl will be a barbecue master one day. I thought they were, Michael. I think it depends on the building and the rules. I think there's more restrictions with gas-powered grills, propane tanks and whatnot. Yes, Ron. It's a little too warm down there. All the charcoals have potential to randomly ignite. Charcoal is not allowed? You gotta tell a lot of apartments here then. It's mostly the gas ones that are not allowed, the propane ones, because they can't be too close to the house, the building. You'd have to have like 30 feet of space away from the main structure. From what I read, I don't remember the exact rules though, but I read that at some point or something similar. My blood pressure's not bad. I know they recently kind of changed the recommended blood pressure to be below 120/80. Gage of Woolner is the best steakhouse Adam has found. Also, good morning, Adam. We actually walked by the Roosevelt Hotel earlier. I know there's been a lot of news about the migrants, but actually, yeah, there were tons of people outside of it. And there were news crews setting up too. Yeah, we're not too far from the mattress store now. Our nemesis. Yeah, 7:29, not too bad. I tried to keep an even better pace today, but I don't know. Electric, I'm sure you could, but I guess there's no reason to do those outdoors, right? Because a lot of people just buy those griddles for their stoves or range, whatever you call. Best tips to reduce blood pressure, probably exercise. Oh man, hopefully, it looks like it's coming back a little bit, but yeah. Damien, I don't know if there's been actual double-blinded proper studies on those kinds of things. So I'm always very wary if anybody suggests herbal remedies. There's nothing wrong with drinking tea, of course, I just don't, I wouldn't go too far in terms of saying it actually will reduce blood pressures and all that stuff, but that's just me. I'm gonna cross the street now just to be extra safe, because that was a pretty bad buffer. Yeah, the whole sodium thing is also interesting. There's been other studies that have shown that sodium, people, there's not necessarily as much of a blood pressure effect based on dietary sodium, but it's a simple thing to suggest, it kind of makes sense if you think about it, because of the changes in osmolarity and all that stuff. But yeah, Fred, no, that's fine. That's a good pressure. It's just that they say less than 120/80 these days is the recommended, but I still think it's fine. It's the same thing like they do with the hemoglobin A1C for diabetics. They liberalize the strictness of its control in older folks, just because there's risk for hypoglycemia and all the things that can happen with that, like falls and whatnot. There's Mattress Firm. No, I never vlog at night. And Tarek, no. Yeah, Damien, that's really the trick. There's no other tricks to it. It's just things in moderation, diet, exercise. 0/0 is an excellent blood pressure. Well, for the non-living, maybe. Sodium is the best. It does taste quite good. Moderation, that's right. How many steps in a walk like this? Well, today we're at 8,160 steps. We're not even at 10,000 steps for all that distance. One pizza at a time. Well, it depends on there's another statistic there that we have to monitor, the time between pizzas. If you're eating one pizza at a time every 5 minutes for an hour, that's a little different. You're taking the whole thing a little too liberally there. It's a little, and you're doing it too. Yeah. There are no more buffers, I hope, after we crossed 7 steps and then I skipped most of the way. That's right. Susie Q, there is such thing known as white coat hypertension, but it's really just related to like anxiety. So any times you're anxious, your blood pressure is going to go up a little bit. Are you required a stenting? Yeah, that's thankfully you didn't have to have a more involved operation. Sometimes if there's too many vessels that are reduced in diameter because of atherosclerosis and all that, they would have to open up the chest and do a cabbage. But it all depends. Python 2.7 or 3. Dehydration, maybe to a certain extent, because being hypovolemic will actually lower your blood pressure, hence hypovolemia causing lightheadedness. There's not enough volume status to move fluid around the body, but there could be situations of both. Michelle and Isaiah, good morning. Twain tried it once without putting your arm in. Oh boy. Fluid dynamics and whatnot. Or something. That's more physics though. There's a saying we sometimes hear, the greatest risk of falling is walking. But you gotta walk. The blood pressure of real bears is 170 over 139. Ah, so that's the trick. They gotta take that sun bear and take its blood pressure. Because no human should have a diastolic of 139. That's a little high for walking around. Thanks to bad meatloaf, Rana's having fluid dynamics. That's unfortunate. $7:38. Okay, I think we're about ready to wind down. I kind of walked quickly at the end today. 1 hour and 10 minutes in. Not bad. Garlic bagel, that sounds good. Yeah, blood pressure cuffs are important to have the right size, otherwise it definitely affects the readings. Not to mention, if you had a smaller one, you would probably just accidentally flex and explode the cuff. Anyway, yes, thanks everyone for coming in today. It's a good walk. Nice temperature, nice weather for a walk. Very good atmosphere, good conversation. Good times. Is that Starbucks open? I think it is. I think Yo-Ange, if she hadn't seen it already, I haven't noticed if they stopped by this one. But yes, it's open again. I see people inside purchasing. That's a pretty quick renovation. I guess they really wanted to get that back open nice and quickly. It seems to be a frequently visited Starbucks here. Yeah, considering there's a good stretch of no coffee shops for a few blocks here, and then we didn't really walk by much except for an outdoor cart that's also a few blocks down. So people walking this block towards the park, maybe towards the train stations over there, will pick up a coffee at the Starbucks here. I wonder if there's a few folks who've gotten off coffee since the Starbucks was closed for a while. I don't know. Anyway, thanks again everyone for dropping in. Appreciate super chats, super stickers as always, PayPal, Patreon, YouTube memberships, thank you. As always. We're at, what's our like situation? 295, we're almost at 300 likes, so let's get us over that 300 like mark if you want. Subscribers, thank you too, if you're listening. Non-subscribers as well. If you're listening, think about subscribing. Thanks for the thumbs, think about thumbs up. No pressure, except for atmospheric. 1, hopefully, or it could be higher or lower depending on where you are. It could be underwater too, if you're in some sort of a submarine situation streaming from there. How many coffee shops in New York City have? Thousands, but difficult to tell us. Also, GPT is limited by its database ending in 2021. But Narelle did gift the 1 membership at 300. I'm trying to see who received it. I have not seen it yet, and it looks like it was to Michelle. Welcome, and thank you, Narelle. Very cool. The power of members. The wonderment of what it all means. I guess you get a couple of piano videos. Of course, thanks to the mods. There's a 7-Eleven in Amsterdam? Ah. I guess you do have to go a whole avenue over, though. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, thanks again, everyone, for watching, the likes, getting us over 300, all of it. We're back on normal schedules for now. We should be on track for a Friday morning stream. Hopefully by around 6:15 a.m. New York time, I'll start. And then, yeah. So till then, have a great rest of Wednesday, Thursday, and we'll see you Friday morning. All right. Till then. Bye.